I said get ready to go in a minute. You should have been. Hey, we're on. Hey, hey, we're on now.
They have this thing in like real television and shit where they go.
Oh, is that what it is? You want me to do this shit?
Yeah. You know,
It hit
it's
9
like
o'clock real fast, and it kind of, you know.
I can't look at the clock when I'm arguing with the
Well, you
you know,
shouldn't be
sister.
arguing 1 minute before the fucking show, dude.
He starts it.
You guys need to make. He starts it. Oh, he's touching me.
Yeah. No, we were just talking about how, you know, phobias and shit before the show.
Yeah.
And you know, like he got all upset because I called him a homophobe.
Well, he is a homophobe.
Yeah.
Well, I just don't like it. I just don't, you know, I don't feel
get it.
talking about men on men. You know, I just don't, you know, wrestling and shit on the floor and wearing tight, tighty whiteies. And no, I don't dig this, man.
I only wear the tighty whities when I first put them on. Then they're not so whitey anymore.
No.
Yeah. Like I went to the doctor.
It goes back to the toilet paper you use, doesn't it?
Well, it does, but I'll give you an example. The one time I went to the doctor, and he said I need a stool sample, a blood sample, and a semen sample, or a urine sample. And I said, okay. So I just took my underwear off and gave it to him. And so there you go.
That was disgusting. Yeah. I bet you appreciated that. Did you want me to put this in a bag for you?
Yeah.
You're holding it up to him and say, did you want to put this in a bag?
That's all of it, yeah.
My doctor is an Indian girl, and she is fucking hot, brother.
Yeah. I hope she don't listen.
I can't wait till I have dick problems.
Yeah. Then that's the time when she gets the young their resident there, and it's a man, and your homophobe ass would be like, oh.
You don't already have dick problems?
Not yet.
Yes,
that's not what you told me. You told me you got an innie instead of an outie now.
Yeah. You told me you got a turtle in the half shell now.
Yeah, you got big balls and no penis.
Mm-hmm.
It's all shriveled up in there, especially when it gets cold. Then you get tiny penis syndrome.
Do you have a dick, dude?
Yeah.
Well, my dick gets shy, kind of like when you're.
I got a dicky do. My stomach sticks out way further than my dicky do.
When you're hitting up drugs and shit, your veins kind of hide, you know. And when my dick once.
Hey, this is a disclaimer going out to all folks out there that are listening tonight. Stay away from the fucking heroin and stay away from the fentanyl. Now, go on, carry on.
Absolutely.
Carry on.
I didn't say heroin. I said drugs.
Drugs.
Well, what else do you put in your fucking veins?
Well, people put cocaine in their veins.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, they do. But still, I mean, when you do that shit, you know you're feeding the fucking cartels, and the cartels are feeding the terrorists, and it's all one vicious circle.
You're feeding the secret ops of the alphabet core.
Hey, if you're a junkie, you know that your veins hide and run away from the needle.
Yeah, they're trying to tell you something.
When you buy drugs in America, dude, you're helping out the clown squad, the 3-letter clown squad corporation. I don't want to say that's 3 letters because you get banned and, you know, they'll fucking call you up. But it's a 3-letter clown organization starting with a C. That's all I'll say. And anyways, the whole thing that terrorists do the drug trade is just a big fucking wise tale. Because here's the thing, the biggest poppy field is in Afghanistan. That's why we help people in Afghanistan. It's because of their fucking drugs, not because of anything else. Well, they have the biggest pop exporter of poppies, which makes heroin and lower tab.
Watch and see. Now that we're out of Afghanistan, now that we're out, the heroin problem is going to go away.
Sure.
Well, they say
they were fucking shipping heroin into this country like it was going out of fucking style.
And we're helping it.
Marijuana is all being run by cartels now. They're lying motherfuckers.
No, they're running it. You're right.
They're running it. Yeah. Look, read about
cartels ain't running it. The cartels are running a small portion of it, but the marijuana trade is being fucking done by the federal fucking government because they want to keep control and they know where the fucking money is.
Oh, yeah.
They ain't fooling me a fucking minute.
No.
There's more money in marijuana than they could have fucking ever imagine.
Yeah, but they're lying, going, yeah, the cartel, and soon the cartel is, they're making money off of our, bullshit.
Yeah, it's all bullshit. Do some of the cartels control some of the drug trade? Absolutely. But as far as it goes for us, it's nothing to do with the cartel. Especially with marijuana, people grow that shit here. You don't need to buy it from Mexico. We grow it here, and it's well documented that it's grown here. Now that it's legal in all these states, you don't think that the legal weed is getting to other states that's not legal?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
all the weed that's being grown in Canada and in Washington State and in Oregon and Northern California are being distributed all across the fucking country. Yeah. They're not fucking fooling me for a fucking minute, and they control it all.
You know what's funny?
They control it all.
Here in New York, now that it's legal, you can see people in bars all the time just selling weed to each other because it's legal.
Back in the day when we used to get the skunk, remember skunk weed? It smelled like a fucking. No, the people nowadays don't know. Even Guido don't even know what that shit smelled like.
I remember the skunk weed. My father smoked weed since before I was born.
It came from Humboldt County and Trinity.
Yeah.
And
skunk.
You keep forgetting you're not that much younger than my dad. So everywhere you were, my dad was the same place. Like you were smoking weed in the 70s, so was my dad. I've been smelling weed since I was like old enough to know what a smell is. And it used to be great because he was an old honorary person. He was just angry, and he'd go in his den. He called it the blue room because it was blue, and he'd come out like the nicest man in the world, and you'd smell that smell. So then all of a sudden I'm like, every time he goes in there and I smell that smell, he comes out nicer. And that's when I start hitting him up for money for the store and whatever, and it worked. It worked to my advantage. So
yeah,
I was pretty happy.
You need to know when to wait and how long to wait. It was like my dad. My dad would come home and mom would make up a couple of fucking martinis. And you didn't fuck with dad until he drank 2 martinis. It's the same thing as smoking a joint. It's the same fucking principle.
We used to get that Hawaiian shit. Remember that Hawaiian we used to get?
I remember the Hawaiian. I remember the Filipinos and the Philippine Thai stick and the Thai stick that I got from the Philippines.
Oh my God, you want to live in there and shit. Don't you want to? Oh my God. Oh, I want to just fucking stick it in my nose so I can
get some of that weed, get some of that Thai stick that we got back in the day. And there was always like 1 or 2 seeds in the whole stick. And then you crossbreed them with what you do today, and it will be fucking amazing. It would be amazing.
$10 a piece.
$10 a seed?
That's even bastards. No, I didn't pay for them. Those are mine. I got them out of what I got. Yeah, I don't pay for anything. I'm fucking,
So are you gonna grow this winter, or are you gonna wait till spring?
I don't know. I'm kind of, I'm lazy, so I have to do it when the least amount of work is to be done. And so then that's probably when I'll do it, because I just know I'll fucking kill it because I'm stupid, and forget shit.
Well, I mean, maybe showcase here or showdown here can give you some pointers.
Sure,
and maybe
that'd be great.
If you follow the pointers, I think we ought to do an entire segment on how to grow weed properly.
I was thinking about that. If anybody has any growing questions or anything like that, just give us a ring and I'll answer for you. Because I know
I'm telling you, folks out there, if you're listening, I mean, this guy here has the greatest knowledge when it comes to growing marijuana. He always grows the finest weed. I've never had any better or any worse than what I got from Showdown. And it's awesome weed. It's just good weed, and it goes back to the seed, but it also goes back to cultivating and doing it right. You have to know what to feed them. You know what you got to know when to hold the water, and you got to know when to put the water on.
Yeah,
And
you don't
you want them to die of thirst, damn near. So
No.
they fucking stresses them out. No, you do. You do want to
Oh,
stress
you
them.
do? Yeah.
Towards the end, you want to fucking withhold water. You don't
Oh,
water
I
them
see.
all the fucking time. At
But
the
what
end there,
happens
when they're
though?
getting ready to bud,
when they're young, when they're just a little blade of grass and they're not, the stem is not woody. If you overwater it, it'll get stem rotten, but it'll just fall down, die.
What happens though if your wife overwaters it and you don't know?
You make sure she don't when they're young.
When they're young. When they're young. But if they've got a nice stock on them, I mean, I've seen some of these stocks that he's had. They're good 4 to 5 inches in diameter. And they're holding that plant up like fucking, there's no tomorrow. And there's a way to grow marijuana properly, folks. So if you're interested in growing marijuana properly, let us know, and we will give you the answer.
It's fucking big. 8 inches. You had to use a chainsaw.
That's cool.
Yeah, cut that fucker down.
Well, you could have always been a nice guy, but you never gave me any,
Yeah. Well, it's still a felony to send it by the mail,
I'll be in your neighborhood next week or two.
Yeah. Why are you coming this way for?
He'll be down there for Thanksgiving. He'll be in DC.
Oh, you got family? Oh, that's right. We did talk about that.
Yeah, he's going to be doing his show live from Washington, our nation's capital.
Yeah, remember I did that from Virginia the one year.
Yeah, you did. I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
I just drove to Virginia, those 14 hours or whatever it took to get there, and did a show right after when I got there. I mean, I just had enough time to unload the car, throw it in the middle of the room, and then go do the show. But we were staying in a condo, so it was cool because you had your own spaces,
Right. and we weren't videoing.
Oh no, right. We weren't videoing.
We were live on the air only. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Because it was so long ago that I couldn't even do it on my phone. I had to bring my laptop to the condo with me.
Right now, you could do the show from your phone.
Absolutely, 100%. But remember the guy that did it with us then?
Yeah.
What was his name? I forgot. He was
that rock guy. His name?
Yeah.
What the fuck was his name?
He was from St. Louis, I think.
No, he was from Florida.
Not Rick. No, he did it with your buddy. Remember the bigger guy?
Tony?
No. It was still.
Oh no. It was a Tats. We did it with Tats.
No, dude, it was somebody else. It was a guitar player that you knew back in the day. He was a bigger guy. And he was a really cool guy. He was your friend. We did the show. I have to go look back because that was like years ago. It was after Kahuna left.
It was right after Kahuna left?
Yeah. And we had this guy for a while. It was you, me, and him. Scott or somebody, not Scott. I can't remember his name, but he was a bigger gentleman, and he was like a guitar player or something in I thought it was from St. Louis, but I can't remember his name.
It wasn't Rob.
No, it wasn't Rob. No.
Rob Boyer.
No, he was like when I mean bigger, I mean like he had he had a belly. He was a musician or something, and I don't remember who, but we'll have to look it up. That was pre.
Jimmy Earls.
Yeah, Jimmy Earls.
Jimmy Earls. I talked to Jimmy today on Facebook. Yeah, Jimmy Earls. Now I know who you're talking about. I'd love to get him. He's got some new stuff out now. Right. He's got some new stuff. He's got some solo stuff going. And I think I'm going to ask him for some of his stuff so I can play it.
You had me going crazy there for a second, dude.
Yeah, Jimmy Earls. You're right. You're absolutely right. Jimmy Earls. And then he moved to Denver.
Right.
I got a song. You're gonna have to get it off me, man, and tell me what it is.
Okay.
It's let's let's see, what was it? Jesus Christ, hold on. Yeah,
The mind, a terrible thing to waste.
The mind is a terrible thing to waste. You take another hit of the joint, it'll come to you, and then smack yourself in the back of the head. Push that memory back to the front. Smack it up there. Smack it up to the front. To the front.
Come on, Dementia Joe.
To the front, to the front. I was going to name the band, but then I got high. Then I got high. See what you got to look forward to? I was going to sing this
song to you, but then I got high.
I thought yeah, no, I can't. I ain't even got a clue at this point.
Oh, dude, right now would be the perfect time for like an Alzheimer's commercial or something, you know?
Yeah.
We ought to turn your background to purple. Isn't that the color for Alzheimer's?
Oh, I think it is purple.
What's it called? Let's go, Brandon. Yeah, there it is.
I just sent it to you. I sent it to you in your Skype.
To who, me?
No, to Kneescab.
Oh, okay. The song?
Yeah. Because I know who it is already. I already know who it is.
I won't look at it then.
Yeah. I sent it to
Oh, directly to him. Oh, okay.
Yeah, directly to him.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see if I can find it here.
If I can find it.
Do you want me to do it for you there, Kneescab?
Okay, go ahead then. Oh,
in the jungle, the mighty jungle.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle. The Tokens.
The Tokens, yeah. That was easy.
You're good.
Easy.
Listen, I grew up as a child of a disc jockey that grew up as a child in the 60s with music, you know, so there's not much I don't know from, like I said, the mid 50s to early 2000s. After that, I kind of lost it because I'm like, this shit sucks now, you know. And
who wrote Shake Your Moneymaker?
I don't know who wrote it. I really don't know who wrote that song. I know the song you're talking about. Are you talking about the Steve Miller version, or there's a different for the original version?
The original version.
Yeah, the Black Crowes did the song, but they didn't write it. I don't remember.
No, they didn't write it. It was Butterfield Blues Band. Joe Butterfield.
Paul Butterfield?
Paul Butterfield. That's right. Paul Butterfield did it.
That I did not know.
He did it originally. And then there's one more song that I had off the top of my head, but now I don't. Now I've got a fucking memory fucking loss.
That shit will happen to you, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the original Heartbreaker. Now, the Led Zeppelin did Heartbreaker, and Grand Funk Railroad did Heartbreaker. Mm-hmm. Okay, and they were two totally different songs.
Right.
Totally different songs. But who did Heartbreaker first?
Were they the same song?
The same song. The one that Grateful Dead did. Not Grateful Dead, I'm sorry. 10 Years After did it. Who else did it?
I didn't know 10 Years After did do it. I don't know that one.
They did a version of it, and then also.
I'd like to say the Grateful Dead because that's what you said, but
no, it's not Grateful Dead. It's not Grateful Dead.
I honestly don't know.
Heartbreaker was Grand Funk Railroad.
Oh, you said that first, actually.
Yeah, Grand Funk Railroad.
You said Grand Funk Railroad instead of 10 Years After, so now you had me all confused. But I didn't know that anyway.
Okay, well.
Pat Benatar did Heartbreaker too.
Who did?
Different one though. Pat Benatar.
Pat Benatar, yeah, you're a heartbreaker, dream maker.
What song did Pat Benatar do that was a cover of a 60s band? On her first or second album.
17-8-year-old at the jukebox.
That was Joan Jett. I'll give you
Joan Jett. Yeah.
What you trying to do to my heart? What you trying to do to my soul?
Oh, I know that song. Yeah.
You better run. You better hide.
Now, who did it originally, though? That's where I'm confused.
Oh, I know who did it. Felix Cavalieri and the Young Rascals, man.
Yeah, the Young Rascals. Yeah. Yeah, Felix Cavalier.
Yeah. And it's funny though, because love that band. But my favorite song by that band was the only hit that Felix didn't sing, that the other guy sang, and that was "How Can I Be Sure."
Yeah.
Just
How can
love that song.
I be sure?
Yeah, that song is such a great vocal performance.
Who did? Who did? Across the Mersey.
Jerry and the Pacemakers.
Jerry and the Pacemakers.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
The ferry across the
Across the
Mersey.
Mersey. And that went back to the Mersey beats.
Yeah, yeah.
Stuff that's what the Beatles love. That's the stuff that the Beatles liked, and they like.
Oh, the Beatles love that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, they love that stuff. When they were growing up, that's all they heard. They
Sure.
used to fucking cover them. They used to cover them all. You know. Okay, who originally did?
Paul McCartney was Badfinger. He introduced that.
He wrote several of their songs and he produced their albums.
Yes.
And then they turned out to be a bunch of junkies, and he said, "I'm done with you."
And 2 of them hung themselves.
Yeah, they committed suicide after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now go ahead. What was the song?
I forget now.
Who did the song?
One After 909.
Oh, Jimi Hendrix did it. So did Love.
Love.
The band Love. Yes.
The band Love.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Who did the song?
The One After 909.
Kicks. Your kicks just keep getting harder to find.
Yeah.
You know who did that? I'll give you a clue. It was a revolutionary character.
Oh, Paul Revere and the Raiders.
Yeah. Yeah. What other song did they do that was #1 in 1970?
Paul Revere and the Raiders, #1 in 1970. Oh my fucking God! What the fuck was it? There was something.
Cherokee people.
Oh yeah, Cherokee tribe. Yeah. And who else had a hit? Who else had a hit with the Cherokee people?
Tim McGraw did. Tim McGraw did too. Yeah, he did, and but also Mark Lindsay, who was the lead singer of Paul Revere and the Raiders, had his own hit in 1969. Do you remember what it was? It was about a woman that was named after a state.
Oh, what the fuck was it? I don't know.
Arizona.
Yeah.
Arizona.
Yeah.
Take off your liberty shades. Yeah. There's always degrees of separation when you go on. Like, people don't realize that, like, Donnie Iris and the whatever his band was, Aaliyah, that song.
Yeah.
They're guys from not Grand Funk, Wild Cherry, and another band from the 70s. Like, you don't even realize that this band that had a disco hit moved over here, changed their name, and became a different band, and had more success. But
who did Harper Valley Pta?
That was that chick, G.C. Riley. Jeannie Riley. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I told you, if it's popular, especially if it's pop music from the 60s, and that I'll know. Rock sometimes gets me because there's so many non-popular rock songs that are good. You know what I mean? Like, that weren't played on the radio that you end up liking, but the hits, as far as the hits were, because I used to get Billboard magazine when I was a kid. I know that people got comic books and shit, but I got Billboard magazine, so I could see who the hits were, who wrote these songs, all the things. I wanted to know.
I had to do that too. When I did DJ work, I had to go into the top 40 and find out who's popular now, who's moving up the charts, who's doing what. And I'd play them at my show, and I'd ask my boss, "Do you have this? Do you have that?" "Yeah, I got that." And he would give me the new CDs that come out.
Yep.
And he'd have these DJ Tool CDs, and he'd get every week he'd get a new one, and you get the top 10 that are in top 10 right now, and you could play those during a show, or you're doing a wedding or something.
Yeah.
But I had my own standards,
but I did this even when I was a younger man, like I was 15, 16 years old, because I just always wanted to know what people liked to me, it was important to know what other people like. Like some people like to explore music to like I went backwards with music. Like people when they're younger listen to music that they like and like, oh, okay. I kind of listened to what other people like first to get to know what music that was potentially good or
well,
not.
we all know what we like. See,
Yeah.
that's what our station is all about.
Sure.
KGFRocks.com, innocent plug. That's what our station is all about. We play the B sides. We play the more obscure music. I mean, for crying out loud, the other day I'm listening to the fucking station, and Nectar comes on. Remember the Future. Oh my fucking God. I said, turn that up. I fucking cranked it up. I hadn't heard it on a radio station in decades.
Right.
And then,
and that's the thing is, but when I was a kid, I only listened to the hits. I would always go by like the Billboard Greatest Hits or, the K-Tel records that had all the hits on there, because that's how I learned about music. Then I explored after that and found what I really liked. You know what I mean? It was like,
this is okay, but that's why listening to music is an experience. You have to enjoy your experience, and if you don't reach out and find new avenues, then you're stuck in the same old. It's the Rolling Stones. It's the Beatles. It's these guys, and those are automatic fucking hit makers. Okay,
and you can like those bands.
Put them to the side.
Yeah.
Do the Deep Purple Hodge. You know the Deep Purple has 17 albums.
Yeah.
17.
We got probably songs from at least 13 of them on there.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have all 17 in there, but at least 13 of them.
You haven't even touched the surface
of
how many albums these bands have got. Yes has got 11 albums. Nobody knew that. Wishbone Ash has got 14 albums. They've got fucking great music all the way through. It's just one of those things, man.
I never knew about Unum Glieden Gladen Globen.
That's a great song.
That's a great song.
That's a great song.
And LaGrange,
rock and roll ain't noise pollution, baby.
Yeah.
LaGrange, Top.
ZZ Top.
The way that started out on the radio, that motherfucker there, I'm going.
Yeah, and they made a quite a sizable living.
Yeah.
And Tush.
And Tush. And Jesus Just Left Chicago.
And Waiting for the
my
Bus.
Blue Jean Blues. And my Mexican Blackbird.
Fandango.
Great songs. ZZ Top was just like, what the fuck?
She don't love me. She loves my automobile.
She loves my automobile. Yeah.
Cheap sunglasses.
Every girl's crazy about a sharp dressed man. I used to get sharp dressed listening to that song.
TV dinner.
Yeah. TV dinner. That was a great tune. Yeah.
Then the one I like a lot, and probably a lot don't like it, but is I'm a rough boy. Remember that song they did? Like it was a real slow song.
Yeah.
But I like that song. And they had great hits. They were like this band from Texas that like Tejano type music, but they also liked the blues. So they kind of did a combination of both Tejano and whatever.
You see what he's doing over there?
Yeah, it's like
boggles the mind.
Actually, I bring my video up from the corner and drag it over his face, so I don't have to see it. So really? I can see you and me.
You lie. He lies.
I can see you and me.
Name another Texas band.
Another Texas band, Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble.
Double Trouble, yeah. There's another one out there. There's Thin Lizzy. Was a Texas band. Were they Texas?
They're from Ireland.
No, they're from Ireland. I'm sorry. My bad. My bad. They're from Ireland. That was totally off the wall there. What was it? Lizzie Borden? Aren't they from Texas?
They might have been. They might have been.
But
I don't know for sure.
The Allman Brothers, Johnny Winter, Edgar Winter.
Brothers is from Georgia.
Johnny Winter's from Texas. Johnny Winter's from Texas.
Johnny Winters is, but the Allman Brothers are from Georgia, I thought.
They're from Georgia. Yeah. Georgia Beach.
Yeah, but definitely.
Where was Leonard Skinner from?
Leonard Skinner was from Florida. They were from
Jacksonville, Florida?
Yeah, but there was a smaller section. They were from the same. Did I get this?
Louisiana.
Florida. Tom Petty and Don
Mhm.
Felder from the Eagles grew up in the same neighborhood that they grew up in. Like it was like where all these fucking famous people come from. You know, Gainesville.
Gainesville, yeah,
Gaines.
Florida.
Yeah,
Gainesville, Florida.
yeah.
Yep,
From the
absolutely.
swamps of Gainesville.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
They
that
all
was
but
their hot part in the
that
state,
would have been
but
a great
ours,
show.
ours
That
was Topanga. Yeah, all the great bands came from Topanga Canyon. It was like the band, Crosby,
band,
Stills, Nash and
yeah,
Young,
uh,
all
uh, Bob Dylan, all them guys hung out there because it was cheap rent. It was up in the mountains. Now you can't get a place for less than $1.5 million up there.
the
Yeah,
beach.
What's the most famous band to come from your hometown?
from my hometown, from St. Louis.
Yeah.
Actually, it was Ike and Tina Turner.
Yeah. Mine would
They
be
were from East St. Louis, though. They lived over.
mine would either be from Buffalo, either Goo Goo Dolls or Rick James.
Yeah,
They both had some similar success. So those are the two big names from Buffalo, New York, I would say.
yeah,
And you just lived everywhere, so I guess it don't matter.
yeah. We lived everywhere. We traveled a lot.
But you guys
Did
were
a lot.
born where? Where were you born?
I was born in Riverhead, New York.
Riverhead, New York. What about you?
St. Louis.
St.
Oh, so
Louis.
so your family's originally from the St. Louis area originally?
My
No,
mom's side is my
your
mom's
mom's
side.
side. Okay.
Yeah, my mom's side, and then my dad's side was from New York.
Oh, okay. I see.
He grew up in the Bronx.
Oh, he was a tough guy then.
Yeah, he was a tough asshole. He
Yeah.
was pretty tough. He held his own.
Well, you had
Then
to be if you lived in the Bronx.
he grew up and then he joined the service and then I was a military brat all of our
Yeah.
lives for the most part.
He went to juvenile hall. He was there.
Yeah.
I mean, well, that's the thing is if you grew up in the 40s or 50s or 30s or whatever, he grew up there. It was bad time. It was
he grew up. He grew up in the Bronx. He was a boxer.
Yeah.
My dad was a boxer. He boxed with Golden Gloves.
Cool.
Before he joined the service, and then the World War II hit when he was 17, so he joined.
That's awesome.
Newspaper clipping of him in the
tournament.
First Golden Glove fight, and he was up in the air, knocked the fuck out.
Hey, you can't win them all. Yeah.
My grandfather now, his dad owned the Sunshine Cab Company.
Yeah.
Now we know where the Sunshine Cab Company comes from. That is a cab company on a TV show called Taxi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it was the Sunshine Cab Company, and that name will never be used again. But he was a Jew who owned Sunshine Cab Company in New York, in the Bronx.
Wait a minute. That's like, really? He was a Jew that owned something in New York?
Yeah, no, that doesn't come to anybody's surprise.
Yeah.
But he had a little trouble with the Jew. He went bankrupt.
Wow,
he ended up going bankrupt. Well, he had fucking lung cancer, and he was in what was it? Tuberculosis that killed him? I thought it was TB, Parkinson's disease.
That's a horrible disease. And I bet you at a certain time he was making some pretty good cash.
Oh yeah. He made good money. He took care of my old man.
That's good. That's good. That's was part of the thing back in the 50s, and that, the small mom and pop businesses where you lived upstairs from the business or whatever. And your family was the employees, most of it,
Right.
And that's how it worked a lot of times.
We're talking 30s back then.
30s. Even then, you had the corner stores that were family owned and they lived in the house that was connected to it. Like all the houses around here, you could see that one time they used to have a storefront on them. Now they made them into a house, but you could tell the ones that were family owned storefronts and shit,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Those corner stores were here in St. Louis for the longest time.
Sure.
They were called confectionaries.
Yeah. And then there was the little candy shop.
And then run the store downstairs. There's a candy store, or it would be a quick mart where you could go in and get, daily like tampons and shit for the wife.
Sure. And it was all family owned and operated.
You want to roll it? Yeah, it was all family owned. Roll of toilet paper.
Before 7-Eleven, yeah. That was before 7-Eleven came around. Remember 7-Eleven finally came
7-Eleven
around?
Yeah,
put 'em out of
that's
business.
what happened in this country though, was that the conglomerations took over all those small businesses, just like the hardware industry. When Home Depot and all those Lowe's and all those
They
started
didn't just
coming
take
out,
them over, though.
take them
They
all
didn't
over.
take them over.
And no, they didn't take them over. They just
Put
flushed
them
them
out of
out.
business.
Right.
Yeah.
They'd come in and you're selling a screw for 48 cents, but they're selling the same screw for 9 cents. You're going to go there. And now you're out of business.
Convenient. On every goddamn corner, they became building them everywhere. They were chained,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
and so it wasn't like the mom and pop on the corner store no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when we were kids, you went to the hardware store to buy your hardware needs, and the guy, you knew the guy, you knew his family,
They knew
you know,
you.
he knew
know
you,
the
he
family.
knew,
You dated their
yeah,
daughter. You know, you
sure.
dated their daughter and shit. We
I
had a
used to love
small
going
hardware store down on Wyoming, down right down there by Eichelberger, and there was a small hardware store, and all he had in there was hardware. He didn't have
Right.
any lumber. He didn't have any extra shit.
No,
And
because you went to the lumber yard for that.
right. But if you go up on Kings Highway, which is about a half a mile away from his place, they opened up a fucking like a Home Depot. What was it? 84 Lumber it was back
Oh,
then.
yeah.
And they had it all, man. It was a
Yeah.
supermarket, you know.
It was,
And
yeah.
he went out of business. He went belly up. He
But
sold
he still
everything
have
he had.
one here in Buffalo that's old-fashioned hardware store. And the only reason the guy's still in business is because he actually has parts and stuff from back in the day that you can buy for old like clawfoot tubs and plumbing parts that don't exist anymore. So he's still in business because of that, because he's still got the old stock available.
Yeah.
So kudos to him, man, you know, and he's selling them for good prices.
You could get 4 8-foot 2x4s for $1.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but now they're going to cost you $8 a piece.
Right. Yeah, pretty much. Close to it. If not,
it's called inflation. Yeah.
Yeah.
They've got us by the short hairs, my friend. They got us by the short hairs. I'm spending $200 a month in gas to go to work.
And that's nuts. You think about that. And it's
now. $4.99. My gas is $4.99.
That's nuts.
Bastards.
It's 3 something here, but that's crazy. It's, you know, and it's funny because, you know, you're supposed to live in the most free state in the union, and how's that living free if you got to?
You can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Can't do anything.
Yeah,
Only the rich can go out. Only the rich can afford to go to a fucking Jack in the Box. Remember the movie Demolition Man? Was it Demolition Man with Sylvester Stallone?
Yeah.
When he went to the next generation and shit, when California went crazy and shit,
Oh,
Big
yeah.
Bell and all that
Yeah.
shit, and we're going to Taco Bell. Oh, Taco Bell. Really? Well, they bought up everybody's fucking restaurant. They're the only thing in town.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Snipes. Yeah. It was a good
Before
movie.
he went to prison for tax evasion.
Great movie. Great.
Yeah. Well, he should have paid his taxes. I don't feel sorry for him.
Well, you know what? Sometimes but they hire people. See, that's what I don't get. It's like if I hired you to take care of my money and pay my bills, and you didn't pay my taxes, why do I have to go to jail? You should have to go to jail.
You guys want to hear my movie? I came up with a movie.
All right, go ahead. Give it to us.
All right, it starts out at the cul-de-sac of a little neighborhood, and the kid's on his fucking his computer, you know, on his little tablet, and they want him to play some basketball. So he goes over there and he goes to playing basketball, and he sets his tablet down on the fucking on the bench there, and he goes and plays his basketball, and then next thing you know, he goes back over there and it disappeared. Okay, the fucking thing, it disappeared, and nobody stole it. It just disappeared because it went back in time. And then a caveman found it. An Asian caveman.
Encino Man, kinda.
Yeah, kinda.
How did it go back in time?
Because it was real smart, and he left it on, and it kept computing shit, and it went back in time, And then this Asian dude, this caveman, Asian caveman, he finds it. And then he starts fucking, it works. This is what the cool part is. And then he starts, you know, because he's in the part of a village, and now, you know, he can order shit. And when they bring the shit to his fucking house, they leave it in the cul-de-sac, and then they take off because they do that address, and they take off, and that fucking guy it disappears. The guy looks back in the mirror and it's gone, man. It goes back in time. And then this caveman's got fucking big screen TVs and shit. And fucking
Where does he get the power to run this shit, dude?
Dude, it just ran on the battery and never died. Solar. And I can't tell you the end because then you wouldn't want to watch the movie.
I still don't want to watch it.
I don't fucking want to watch it now. I just actually feel like I died a little. I lost some of my life right there. Yeah.
Hey, just give that a fucking thumbs down.
I've seen worse.
Yeah. I don't even think that would get on TNT or anything.
I like my movie. My movie would be about these creatures from outer space that come down and they land, and they're called metal mites. And what they do is they eat aluminum and steel, and when they crap gold.
Oh.
Mine would have been about these two nice guys. Wait a minute, mine's comedy too. Mine's about these two nice guys that give this unstable person a talk show, and the rest is history. That's what my movie's about.
I thought it'd be more like a blood-sucking mosquito, is what I would think.
Yeah, that could be, you know.
You're killing me.
Mosquito, and it turns out to be a comedy.
I tried to do the movie, but I found out Wilford Brimley is dead, so I got to recast now.
Who else died this week? Tell us.
Okay.
I can't. You tell him because I don't remember the guy's name, and I don't want to be an asshole.
Well, it was Graham. What the heck was his name? Let me look it up. I'll find out for you right now. He was one of the founding members of the Moody Blues.
Yeah.
And I opened the show today with a tribute to the Moody Blues because all of their artists that started with the band are dead now. They're all gone.
Even the singer's gone. Justin, whatever his name was.
No, Justin came in later. He wasn't the original.
Oh, did he?
Blues singer.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yes, he wasn't one of the original Moody Blues. Moody Blues were a blues band before they got into space rock and all that shit. And
see, I remember Justin Hayward. What's his name or something like that?
Justin Hayward is the lead vocalist.
Yeah. His voice was appealing to me. That's
now
why.
The flautist. Do you remember the flautist's name?
No, I don't. I can't say I do.
Yeah, his name was Graham Edge.
Graham Edge.
He died November 11th. Which was like 3 days ago.
I love their music. They were a good fucking band, and their music every time they come out with something new, it was good. You know.
I never really got into a lot of their songs. I did like a few, and I just don't know why I didn't really never got into them. Maybe because I wasn't born in the time where they were, you know, coming up and it was something different. Now. You know,
what is that song? We gotta go now. That's
like I would think they were early too. Like they were started in the mid '60s, correct?
Oh, like, they actually started in the early '60s.
What wasn't Paul McCartney's Denny Lane was in the Moody Blues, right?
Denny Lane was in the Moody Blues before he left there, and he went and played with
Wings.
Paul McCartney and Wings, and I don't know where he went from there.
He was with Wings for a long time. He was on almost every album in the '70s with Paul McCartney, and he was part of that whole Wings sound. Actually, you know, he really was. But yeah, I forgot he was there. He passed on too now. Yeah, I think he is.
We're gonna find out here in about 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's find out here. No, he's still with us. He is. He was born in 1944.
Alright.
And yeah, Denny Lane.
77 years old.
Yeah.
Imagine if he lived on Penny Lane. Hey, I'm Denny Lane from Penny Lane.
Yeah, he did. He did it. His last album, The Blues Musician, was the album he did in 2008. And I guess if you've never heard of it, then that's it.
My favorite Moody Blues songs is from the '80s. In Your Wildest Dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In Your Wildest Dreams.
Yeah, or Your Wildest Dreams, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I like that song. And Nights in White Satin is a good song, but I think that song is overplayed on classic rock.
Way overplayed.
Yeah,
Way overplayed. Yeah, I wouldn't play. I don't play that. I'll play
That's
Have
like-
You Heard and Voyage. And of course you are, my magnificent are. Face piles of trials with smiles that beleaguers them to believe it's true. When facing the darkness. Yeah. Good
Hearing
stuff.
their Radar Love, that's an overplayed motherfucker there.
Radar
is.
Love. Yeah,
It is.
Radar Love
It
is, but so is what is it?
Hotel California.
Hotel California's overplayed.
Stairway to Heaven.
Stairway to Heaven got overplayed.
Free Bird.
Free Bird. I'm trying to think of the one that the other song that they did that was overplayed. Oh God, I Want My MTV. That was overplayed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Dire Straits, Money for Nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, Money for Nothing. And it was a great song. I love the way they
Yeah.
brought Sting in there to do that. And
You know that song's edited now on radio?
Yeah, they don't do the Sting part, do they?
No, they do the Sting part, but when he says that little faggot has his own jet airplane,
Yeah.
that little faggot, he's a millionaire, that's blocked out now.
All right, who were they talking about in that song?
I think it was George Michael.
It was George Michael, exactly. Yeah. It was
John
George Michael.
Bon
The little
Jovi.
faggot is a millionaire.
It was Bon Jovi.
No, it was not John Bon Jovi. John Bon Jovi didn't have his own plane at that time.
Yeah, no.
Bon Jovi just started when that song came out, pretty much.
No, it was about George Michael, because George Michael had just come out of the closet.
Yeah, and
He had just come out of the closet
never
and
considered a gay man.
Yeah, he was never considered a gay man. All the girls loved him. He took a big risk. He took a big risk.
And he was married. He's been married to the same girl since high school.
Yeah.
His high school sweetheart is his
He's
wife.
dead now. George Michael, he's gone now.
Martin, remember Ricky Martin?
Ricky Martin?
She bang, she bang.
She bang, she bang.
And living la vida loca.
Yeah, Ricky Martin.
He was also
and we were talking about before the show. We talked about Chris. Oh God damn! What the hell's his name? Idol, the guy from American Idol.
Oh, Chris Daughtry.
Chris Daughtry. His daughter passed away.
25 years old, I think.
25 years old, gone.
Yeah. How? Yeah. And I guess you said something about Britney Spears.
Britney Spears, she got rid of her conservatorship. She's a free woman. She can boink anybody she wants. She can make as many babies as she wants.
Maybe I ought to go
She took that IUD out and got knocked up right away.
Dude, you'd be like her great grandfather.
She might like the old man.
Not her great grandfather.
Not after what her dad did to her.
You would have to have billions of dollars for anybody that young to want to suck your cock.
I will agree. I will agree that she's going to go out and find some off-the-wall guy to have an affair with, just to piss off her dad.
Like me.
Just to piss off her dad. And you don't fit the bill, dude. Sorry. Remember, we talked about your situation earlier in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might want to go for her brother.
Oh no. I'll take. She'll take me. Watch.
She's gonna take you to court. Get a restraining order against your ass.
Yeah, lock your ass up and throw away the fucking key.
I don't know where she lives. Where she live at? In Hollywood?
She's out there. Like they're gonna tell us where she lives.
Yeah, she lives somewhere around LA, somewhere.
She's around LA somewhere.
Yeah.
She's a California girl.
With driving distance to LA, I would say she lives. Whatever the surrounding rich people's neighborhoods are.
Right.
What's that one? Canyon or something they call them and shit, like
Topanga Canyon.
Canyon, yeah.
Like Palisades or something like over there.
Yeah,
oh, dude,
Palisades.
I went. Did you ever go to Palisades Park?
Malibu Boo. Huh?
Did you ever go to Palisades Park?
I've probably been there, yeah.
Who did that song? Down at Palisades Park.
I don't know,
I
but
don't,
Jimmy Glimmer and the Fire Twins.
In the rain. I don't know if I can make it because it took so long to bake it.
Well, I know that Donna Summers did it, but she didn't do it first. I forgot. I used to know, but I don't remember who did the first version. But I know that song because Donna Summers did it. Who?
huh?
Who did it? Free
You
ride.
tell us. I don't know.
Oh, it was I
You don't know. That's why
You
you
don't know
asked.
either. Yeah. What's the song now? I didn't hear any of it.
Who
I
left the
might
cake
have
out
it.
in the rain?
Someone
Huh?
left cake out in the rain. I don't know if I can take it because it took
Hey
so
Siri,
long to make it.
who left the cake
I'll
out in the
never
rain?
have the recipe again. Oh no.
It's MacArthur Park, by the way.
Right,
It's not left the
MacArthur.
cake out in the rain.
Right.
Yeah.
MacArthur Park. Yeah, that's the name of the song.
Yeah, and
And
I'm trying to see who did it. It was done by Jimmy Webb.
Huh?
Jimmy Webb.
Jimmy Webb.
Ah.
Whoever the hell
He
that
didn't know
is.
that. He didn't know
Yep.
that. Jimmy Webb was actually a famous songwriter. He wrote a lot of songs for other people.
Yep. Song. Yeah. He
yeah,
probably
he
for like Tom Jones and
Do you believe in magic? Didn't he do you believe in magic?
no,
In
that
a
was
young girl's heart.
no, that was John Sebastian in Love and Spoonful.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Love and Spoonful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, Love and Spoonful had a lot of hits and nobody knows it. Do you believe in magic? Hot time somewhere in the city, back of my neck getting dirt and gritty. Yep, that was them. Did you ever have to make up your mind?
You call me
You
Mellow
didn't have to be
Yellow.
so nice. I would
Yeah.
have loved you anyway. Mellow Yellow was Donovan.
Donovan.
yeah.
And what was John Sebastian's hit 10 years after he left Love and Spoonful? About 10 years.
I don't know.
Who played?
Welcome back.
Who played?
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Who played lead guitar with Donovan?
With Donovan, Jimmy Page did on a few
Jimmy
tracks.
Page
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did. But yeah, Jimmy Page was a very successful session musician. That's how he met John Paul Jones, who's also an amazing session musician. And he was the only member left in the Yardbirds. So he decided to find some new members. And then they told them that you're going to go down like the Led Zeppelin. Keith Moon said that of the Who. So that's where they got their name from. Because Keith Moon told them they were going to go down like a Led Zeppelin.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
there's absolutely
There's
absolutely nothing like. I was thinking about this earlier. Could you imagine going to a concert with all them guys from Gainesville, Florida,
right.
Tom Petty, and fucking goddamn it, Leonard Skinner,
Don Felder, the Eagles,
Don Felder, and they all did a show. What a show that would be! I'd pay to see that. I don't give a fuck.
Me too, because a lot of them are dead, so I'd really love to see that.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. Well,
Back
in the day,
yeah,
it would have been good to have that.
I bet you there was times where they were on the same bill. You know, I mean, could be. You know, they were all famous around the same time, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, Don Felder.
Where did they record Desperado?
Where did they record it? In a recording studio, I guess.
Where though?
That I don't know.
London.
Was it London?
London,
Yeah, that's a great place to go to record a country.
And then they went to Arizona and filmed the video for it, for Desperado.
Yeah, that's just where I want to go when I do a country rock album inspiration, to go to London, England, and maybe I'll get some inspiration, you know.
It was recorded at, let me see here, I'll look it up.
That's my least favorite Eagles album, actually.
Remember Rocky Raccoon? That
Yes,
country
and
song?
Bullwinkle.
No, Rocky Raccoon, Beatles.
The song. Yes.
Yeah, that was a cool country song for the Beatles.
Yeah. It took you all that time to think of that?
As far as what?
As we talked about the country thing like 4 minutes ago, dude.
Yep.
Now he's looking for where
It was
recorded.
done at Island Studios in London, England.
Well,
That's
you were
a studio.
country, and
Yeah.
then I was talking
about
Beatles country music too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good.
Well,
man.
it wasn't their best album. I still think Hotel California was the greatest album by any American artist.
Well, I like that one, and I really like One of These Nights. I love the songs on there. One of These Nights is a great tune, and Take It to the Limit is on there, which is a great
I love
song.
the song Wasted Time.
Wasted Time
is one of the greatest songs ever done.
Well, they went from rock or from country rock, country hillbilly rock, whatever you want to call it, to straight up rock and roll. And that's when they got Don Felder in '75 because they needed a rock guitar.
They needed a rock guitar.
Blew me away when he did that one album with the Back to the Sunset Grill and the other one he did. Oh man, that was a great album.
The Boys of Summer.
The Boys of Summer.
Yeah.
That got the Boys of Summer got overplayed a lot.
Yeah.
Saw a Deadhead sticker on a Cadillac.
Yeah,
that album was kick ass. Every song.
I don't agree with that because I like the album before that with Dirty Laundry and it was more of a rock album. When that album came out, Don Henley totally abandoned the rock format and went
back to country, went pop. He did go pop.
And but Dirty Laundry, his first album, was rock still. He still had that rock in him. And I don't know. I'm not saying the songs suck by any means. They don't suck. They're part of life. All She Wants to Do Is Dance is on that album, which is a great song. The Boys of Summer is a huge song.
Made him a lot of money.
It made him tons of money.
The End of the Innocence is a great song.
Yeah,
it's a great song.
The End of the Innocence. That was that one. That was the name of the album, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
but it was some great songs, but it totally discredited him from the rock community. But after that, it was pretty done for him in the rock world. He wasn't.
Was that in the 80s? Because
that was his second.
That was in the 80s.
It was like 84, something like that.
85. Yeah. I remember listening to it when we were in Southgate. Boys of Summer.
Right.
About that time.
But that was right. Yeah, but it wasn't as good as it is now. If you listen to it now, it's a lot better than it was back in the 80s.
Well, you got to listen to it again for the first time. And if you haven't heard the song in a long time and you got a set of headphones on and you turn it up, it probably sounds fucking killer because it was a well-produced. They were both well-produced albums, both of those albums.
There was a great version of that done by the Ataris in the '90s, which was really good. Of the Deadhead Sticker on a Cadillac. Boys of Summer. Yeah, very good song.
They brought it back to life.
Right. Now, see, like on our station, after Don Henley's first album, we got Dirty Laundry and Nothing Else because it doesn't fit us. The Boys of Summer is not really a rock song.
No.
But Dirty Laundry was.
Yeah.
It really was.
Talking Heads album, Vaseline and the Fingers in the Vaseline or something. Talking Heads, badass shit, man.
Oh, Talking Heads. Talking Heads were pretty good. I like the Talking Heads. It depends on the song. There's a couple of tunes that I like.
I like that.
I think the lead singer is gone now. The original lead singer from Talking Heads,
David Bryan. He's still alive.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's old as fuck, but he's old. Yeah, they had great songs. Take Me to the River, their version of Al Green's Take Me to the River was fucking amazing.
Awesome song.
Burning Down the House was huge. Then there was a song called And She Was a great tune.
Yeah.
Wildlife. They had a lot of good
Wild.
ones. They had a lot of weird ones too, but
Yeah. Yeah. Their B-sides were really weird,
yeah.
really strange. Yeah. Off the wall, as a matter of fact.
But
For
they
sure.
were trying to be off the wall. They weren't trying to be the norm. You
Yeah.
know, and you got to respect bands like that. You know,
Yeah,
That was a part of their success.
off the wall. I kind of want to be off the wall. That way, you know, I'm
That's
not
why
wall
you're off the
question.
wall. You're off the wall. You are just off the fucking wall, man.
Michael
You're off
Jackson
the
was
grid, motherfucker. You're off the fucking grid, man. That's why we got you on the show, bro.
it helps us, you know.
I'll tell you a story about it.
So pick. No, we're gonna keep on talking about music.
Why? What did he say?
Pour me with a spoon and shit. Give me a spoon.
Give me a spoon. Well, you know what's trending now. I mean, what's going on now?
What do you mean? Like,
well, I don't know. What's trending?
Biden's laptops, the diary of his daughter taking a shower with Biden. We got all kinds of shit we could actually talk about. I mean,
but that one I don't know about.
I don't know what the guy was in the shower. Maybe.
Okay, here's some music news. Is Marilyn Manson really a fucking pervert?
That's what they're saying. Yeah.
They're saying they got.
I don't know for sure, but
they got people after him. Is he going to go to prison or?
Oh, he's got trials going on. Yeah.
Yeah. He's in deep shit, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know he was in that much shit.
Oh
he's
yeah.
Anyway, come on.
He's a what?
A maniac.
No, that was all for show, just like Alice Cooper. It was just the same thing. It was shot.
You can't take him with a grain of salt, man.
Right.
You got to take him with a grain of salt. But from what I understand, he's in some deep hot water, man. He's in almost deeper shit than what's his name, the porn star.
John or oh my God, not John? What the hell's his name? The fucking ugly one, Ron Jeremy.
Yeah, Ron Jeremy. Yeah, fucking Ron Jeremy. He's in deep shit too.
He's my idol. He's my idol.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Yeah, my favorite male porn star, if I have one, is Jamie. Jamie Gillis. Is that his name? Not Jamie Gillis. Oh God, what's this?
That was John Holmes.
Mine was Rocco Stifferetti.
He could actually act.
Tom Berenger or something.
No,
Tom Berenger. This is no porn star.
He died just a few years ago. Jamie
Peter
Gillis. No, here, I'll pull it up.
Joey Gillis's brother.
Gills.
Jamie Gillis he was a porn star.
Yeah, his name is Gills or something.
No, it was Jamie Gillis. Jami Gillis. Yeah, there's his Wikipedia. He died in 2010. He's an American pornographic actor. The guy could actually act. He was funny and shit. He did. You remember Talk Dirty to Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was him. That was Jamie Gillis. He could actually fucking act. That fucker, you know, he won fucking several awards. Yeah. Several. He was a good actor, man. He was pretty cool too, but he passed away just 2010. So hey, it's been 11 fucking years. Jesus Christ, time flies.
Yeah, well, you know, a lot of those porn stars don't live a very long life because a lot of them get hooked on drugs. Not all, but you know, it happens.
Yeah, well, like I think that movie. What was that movie called? Oh gosh, with Burt Reynolds.
Oh, Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights.
Whorehouse, Texas.
The biggest whorehouse in Texas. Yeah.
That was the best whorehouse. Dolly Parton. And Sylvester Stallone.
And Sylvester's.
All right. Well, I just, you know, how come you got to step on me when I can say something? You just step over me, man.
Oh God, man! Now he's gonna whine.
That's
You
okay.
know,
Stiff on my fucking on my.
what do you got? What do you got?
What do you got? Go ahead.
What do you got? Go ahead, lay it on us. Lay it on us. Come on, let's go. Chop chop, motherfucker. Ain't got all fucking night. We got
The
2 hours
floor
show.
is yours.
The floor is yours.
I ain't got nothing to say now.
There, we'll give you some fireworks there.
All right.
Yeah. And then, it's funny because I'll be talking.
Okay, here's a story. Here's a story that might help him. Here's a story that might help. I'm looking at what's trending now, right? And it says Austrian brothel offers free entry and a free private session for those who get vaccinated on site. So you get a free fucking prostitute for getting vaccinated.
Where's this?
In Austria.
Get your tickets.
Get stabbed. Get you stabbed.
Well, that sounds cool. Do you have to get the shot first, or?
Yeah, you got to get the shot first before they'll let you in.
You have to get the shot before you give a shot.
Yeah. Not that it's going to help you immediately, because when you get the vaccination, it takes about 48 hours for it to get into your system. Okay? So you getting the shot before you go into the brothel is not going to protect you from COVID, and it's not going to protect them from you having COVID. So it's a stupid move. No wonder prostitutes don't let you kiss them on the mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, they don't.
It
makes it too personal.
Yeah. They'll lick your asshole, but not your lips.
Yeah, but they won't let you kiss them on the mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, give you a rim job, but God forbid. He's going to go drain his lizard.
Yeah, somebody will walk by naked now or something.
Yeah, that's usually what happens.
Yeah.
Something will happen.
I think he sets things up on purpose to try to make things funny, but it's like, just be you, dude. You're not Abbott Costello.
Right.
I do. I think he set some of the things up that happen in that house to make it interesting. I really do. I don't know.
Yeah, just to make it interesting.
Yeah. Oh, honey, at this time, dude, when I go like this, you come here and yell at me, all right? And I'll say, hey,
no, it's not. Trust me, no, that's not staged. That's not staged. That's just the life he lives. That is just the life he lives. No.
Or when he spilled his tea or whatever all over the place.
Nut bar, man. Yoko is a nut bar. I'm going to tell you that straight up right fucking now. She's got Tourette's.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got Tourette's real bad. Look at these.
Oh, here he comes with his urine bottle.
I had to get some stash. My brother's.
Pretty healthy, man. That you could have that. You too, ladies and gentlemen, you too can have that. If you come in and ask advice from a professional marijuana grower, it's a skill. It is, by God. It's valuable.
It's very valuable.
I wish we had smell-o-vision.
I just want to live in, you know what I'm saying? I just want to get inside there and live and stay. And I'm going to put a chunk up my nose and just leave it there so I can just breathe it.
Yeah. After what I just did, you don't want
to. Look, Guido, he's got a bud stuck up his nose. Now he's going to pull it out and he's going to smoke that fucker.
That's all right. See, like I said, skits. He tries to set funny up.
You're trying to set funny up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It is funny. It is funny.
Instead of just being funny, he tries to set up fun.
Yeah.
And then comes off
not funny.
Well, that's because you got no sense of humor. I can't help that.
I got no sense of humor.
I'm sorry, Snowflake.
Wrong.
Where's the snowflake?
No, that snowflake is coming through. I knew he was a fucking Democrat. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. He had it in his blood. He's woke. He's fucking woke.
Yeah.
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 Speaking of woke, they're trying to make excuses on why Trump is going to win the next election.
No.
And they're saying that 54% of Republicans would vote for him again.
Yeah.
Well, it's 54%, but see, now I don't know why they're counting it now because we got 3 years to go.
Yeah. Well, you got also Rick DeSantis that might throw his hat in the ring too. So
I think Rick would be a great vice president.
yeah, and he might be a good president too.
Well, I'd like to go for president is that what's his face? Jim Jordan.
Who the fuck? Jim Jordan, the wrestler?
No, Jordan. He's a Republican senator. Or
yeah, he was a wrestler in college.
No, yeah, and he wears he pulls his sleeves up, and he don't wear a jacket, and he wears his tie, and he's just badass. He like
his tie is always loose.
Rolled up his sleeve and shit. He fucking talks right to the point. He's a fucking that dude. I like him.
Yeah, they won't endorse him.
So if you think that Santos went up against Mike Pence in a primary, what do you think, Guido?
Oh, DeSantis.
They don't go up against each other in a primary.
Yeah, they will.
No, they won't. Vice presidents don't go up against each other.
No, presidents.
Oh, DeSantis all fucking day. Mike Pence is a fucking moron, dude. Mike Pence is just a fucking spineless.
He's lucky
jellyfish.
Yeah. Mike Pence is
I don't know how the hell Trump picked him for vice. I don't understand.
Because he was safe. Because he's also very conservative, like uber conservative, and they knew that his life was safe because they didn't want him as the president.
Right.
But it's going to be either Rick DeSantis or Trump. Okay, so let's not forget Donald Trump's going to be almost 80 when this comes out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he may not run.
That guy is still spry.
He's still got.
Yeah, for now he is. But he's got 3 years to go. Fucking belly up.
I think
they're going to make sure. They're trying so hard to bring him up on any kind of a fucking federal charge or anything like that. And once they do, he can't run again. That's what they're trying to do now. First, it was impeachment. All right, they couldn't get him out of office. So they fucking let his time run out. And the so-called insurrection happened. And now they're going to try and pin this fucking thing on him like he was trying to commit a coup against the federal government, which would be punishable by death.
But it'll have to go all the way to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court is filled with conservative judges.
Correct.
It's not going
to say, no, it ain't going to happen. They ain't going to happen.
It
would never happen. No. Military tribunals would be the only way to fucking get around the Supreme Court.
Right.
DeSantis and Jordan have to go up against each other to see who runs for president. That will be interesting, and I think
fun to watch. That would be fun to watch. Yeah.
Yeah. Jim Jordan would not get enough support to run. He wouldn't get enough support.
Jim Jordan is known on Fox News only.
Yeah, he would not get enough support.
On Fox News only. Doug DeSantis has been on CNN. He's been on MSNBC. He's been on NBC and Fox and all of them. He's been
and plus, not only that,
everybody remembers his name.
He is doing the things that conservatives want to be done. No mass mandates. No mass mandates in the school.
He's going to send all of the illegal aliens that Biden sends down to Florida. He's sending them to another state. Get the fuck out.
He's also said he also saved people's jobs in Florida by saying you can't fire somebody for not having the COVID.
Yeah. Well, I think they would see eye to eye on about every fucking subject.
Yeah, but it's not about the content. It's about popularity content.
Yeah, it's popularity. Right. A governor gets more popularity than a congressman or a senator ever will. Governors, that's why we always elect a governor for president, except for Trump.
But I think Jordan is more serious.
I don't know.
He may be serious, but so is DeSantis. Have you ever paid attention? Have you listened to his DeSantis speech? Yeah, the guy is fucking conservative through and through.
He
Is
said
a true Republican.
he called the Biden
bleeds red,
administration the
motherfucker.
Brandon administration.
Didn't you say let's go Brandon or the Brandon
he said-
administration?
Yeah, he
yes.
called it the Brandon administration. That's the guy.
He's got a little bit of funny in him. Jim
Yeah.
Jordan do nothing like that.
Jim Jordan
we
is
need a
not
little
as
bit of
clean and
fun.
good as you think. You
If
only
the
know Jim
Democrats aren't
Jordan from
something,
Fox.
if the
You only
Democrats
know-
aren't enough to laugh at to begin
This
with.
is why people shouldn't vote, because they see people on TV and think that they're good. But what has he done? What has Jim Jordan done for you and me to deserve to be president?
He's honest.
Okay. How do you know?
Because I just listened to him. I can tell. He's
Okay.
never lied.
We think a lot of people are honest. What do you mean he never lied? How do you know? You check all the facts? You're a fact checker?
Trump
Trump
lied.
lied all
I'm
the
not
time.
ashamed to know somebody who lied. DeSantis hasn't lied. What has he lied about?
No, I know, and I haven't found where Trump lied either. So
he's lied. Oh my God,
lied.
there's plenty of lies. Yes,
He's
there's
lied.
plenty of lies.
He's lied. Trust me.
He
Trust
said
me,
he
he's
never
lied.
said grab her by the pussy from the get-go, and he did. That was a lie. That was a lie.
It was.
There was a lot of lies. Yeah.
There's a few lies.
There's
That's
nobody.
white lie. That's a small white
It's
lie.
a
That's
lie.
like
A lie is a lie.
A lie is a lie. I mean,
lady
from the
and
very
let her
beginning. From the very beginning, all presidents lie.
and
All
it's stained.
presidents lie.
And
Richard Nixon said, "I'm going to get us out of fucking Vietnam." It took him until the end of his fucking and after before we got the fuck out. So it took. He started the end, but he did. You know,
never came out of the sheets, and your old lady wants to know why this cum stain is in there, and you lie.
It's a lie.
mean,
it's a lie. It's a lie to
but
cover up something devious. It's not a little lie. It's not a little lie. It's a lie to cover up a devious act.
Yeah.
So how is that a little lie?
Well, wait a minute.
Instead
it's
of
not
saying what he would say, my answer would be none of your fucking business.
It's not a disgraceful act. If you're grabbing a girl by the pussy and you ain't married and you're Richard and shit, what's the problem is?
Oh, it's very
there is no problem. There is no problem. But then why did he lie about it? Why did he not admit it?
I understand that, but it's a little lie to keep it from like the cum stain that wouldn't come out of the sheets.
That's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. It doesn't matter what it is. I'm not saying I'm not a liar, that I haven't lied in my life, but when you say, "Oh, that's an okay lie, but that's a bad lie," that makes no fucking sense.
There is no good lie. There is no bad lie. Lie is a fucking lie.
No sense. No sense.
Okay. If you want to rate a lie as a lie, even if it's a white lie or a black lie or a rainbow fucking lie, you can do that if you'd like. Okay, well, I think that some motherfuckers like, he didn't commit that murder, and then you end up, he committed that murder. That's a pretty good sized lie.
It's a lie.
Yeah, that's a big lie.
We lie to our kids all the time. Oh,
yeah, there's Santa Claus.
Oh, Santa Claus.
We lie to our kids.
It's the lie.
Oh, this is special tobacco. This is special tobacco. This isn't weed.
I think there's different levels of lying.
There's definitely different levels of lying, but when you're a public figure, you're supposed to be 100% transparent. You're not supposed to lie about anything. I don't care what it is.
But
you are supposed. Yes, they do. Yeah, I'm not saying they don't. But you just told me Jim Jordan tells nothing but the truth. You don't know that.
No, I said he's honest. I said he's honest. Just the way
he's an honest guy. Okay, he's an honest guy.
But that doesn't give him the right to be the president.
He's not very popular. He's not.
He will be
national.
He will. He won't outdo. Ted Cruz.
Young.
Listen.
Still.
Ted Cruz has more steam than him. Ron DeSantis has more steam than him.
Mike Pence has more steam than him.
Well, of course
Trump
he does. Mike Pence.
Trump has more steam than him.
Yeah.
Right.
Even the guy that was Trump's advisor, Mark Meadows, who was a senator, has more.
No, they need a guy like him. You're right. They need a guy like him, but not as president. They need him to keep Congress in line.
He's young and he could run 2 times and be
when
strong.
The Republicans take the House. he will become Speaker of the House.
And
He will become Speaker of the House.
He's more needed in the Congress.
What's his name? Ted Kennedy? That old guy. He's an old guy. He's good. He could be a president too. Kennedy. Kennedy.
Oh, I like Kennedy. I like Kennedy a lot, but he would be a great majority leader.
Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't.
And he doesn't want that. He doesn't want that. He wants to be able to support a president who's going to do good for the American people. He's an honest motherfucker. Now, he is a funny motherfucker too. And on top of that, talk about funny. The guy is hilarious. If you listen to some of his stuff,
he's popular.
He's popular-ish. Again, you watch Fox News too much. You got to look at what these policies. See, here's another thing. Just because they're popular doesn't mean that they're good. Nancy Pelosi's popular. Chuck Schumer's popular. Okay, that doesn't mean
Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton is popular.
That way, not a good way. You know they're popular.
They're popular with the Democratic
people. Love them. They have people who love them. Just like we have people who love Trump. They have their people who love them. They can do no wrong.
Right. There you go.
You know, that's okay. That's okay.
But they're blind.
Is what instead of you can say whatever you want. Let me tell you something. Bernie Sanders, who was famous, Bernie Sanders, who was popular, he never got to be president. Why? Because he never passed a policy one time while he was a senator. He never did a fucking thing for anybody while he was a senator. So why should he be the president?
Well, Jim Jordan does.
What did he do? Tell me what he did.
What was the last? I don't even know what bill he wrote.
I mean, tell me anything that I'm not saying I like Jim Jordan a lot. I do. He's a tough son of a bitch. But what has he done?
Yeah, I know. Literally. Besides speak up for the White House, speak up for Trump. He backed up.
Speaking up is important.
He put up defense. He did the defense in the. He was a part of the defensive team for the impeachment. I know that he was part of the defense.
There's nothing bad I could say about Jim Jordan, but I don't think he's presidential material. In my opinion, I don't think he is.
He will be later. He will be later, and you'll mark my words, because we'll go back to this episode, and I will guarantee you.
Listen, by the time he'll be president, you probably be gone.
Yeah, maybe.
Well,
he's still be
because there's 2 years left in this, and if Biden wins again,
he's a good speaker. He's a better speaker than this guy we got in there, Biden now.
Well, anybody better than him. Elmer Fudd's a better speaker than he is.
You know who was one of the best speakers ever?
Like Mr. Magoo.
Yeah. You know who was one of the best speakers ever? Barack Obama.
Barack Obama.
Didn't believe any word that man said.
I didn't believe a thing that came off his tongue.
You know who liked Mr. Magoo and that cartoon was David.
Who? Mr. Magoo?
Yeah, I hated
fucking pretty cool. I liked it. I thought it was funny as shit. Who was the guy that did his voice?
Jim from what's his name? Mr. Hathaway from the fucking Gilligan's Island. What's his name? Thurston Howell. What the
Thurston
Jim? Jim. Not Daniel. Was it Jim Neighbors? Not Jim Neighbors.
No, it wasn't Jim Neighbors. It was
Jim something. Thurston Howell. Hey, Siri, who played Thurston Howell?
Who played Mr. Magoo?
Thurston Howell.
Who played what?
Features Bob Denver,
Jim Backus.
Jim Backus, yes.
Yeah. I knew it was Jim. I knew that.
That's right. It was on the credits when the Mr. Magoo cartoon came on.
Who played Mr. Magoo in the movie, like, I don't know, within the last 10 years.
Did you ever see
Leslie Nielsen?
Leslie Nielsen, yeah. Yeah.
You have seen Mr. Magoo cartoons, aren't you?
No, they had reruns. I've seen Mr. Magoo. I'm not
they
that
had several. He wasn't the only voice. There were 5 or 6 other guys that did his voice too. Jim Backus was first. He was
In
the
fact,
first.
he speaks better than Brandon.
Well, like I said, Elmer Fudd spoke back. What was that? Porky Pig.
Yeah, that's
Was a
all,
better.
folks.
Porky Pig was a better fucking orator of the English language than.
Stuttering John from the Howard Stern show spoke better.
You believe he called Satchel Paige a Negro?
I know, but that's okay.
Are you fucking serial? Are you
But
fucking
that's
serious?
okay. If Trump would have called somebody a Negro, he would have been
Oh,
a
they'd
white
have been
supremacist.
all over
and,
that
yep.
shit, dude. Oh, well, we know he's not a racist. Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. Only time he loves you people is when you vote for him. That's it. Nothing else. They never get any. Anyway, don't get me started on that shit.
But I'm saying, and my point is that Jim Jordan can come out of nowhere just like fucking Trump came out of nowhere to beat fucking Hillary. And
well, yeah, he could. He could.
He could, but he's got to find financial. He's got to find the money, dude. It's very expensive. Very expensive to run for president.
Now, what is he, a governor or mayor or something now? The truck driver?
What truck driver?
That truck driver that won that election. I'm talking.
No, anybody can win those elections. We're talking about the presidential election. It cost them hundreds of millions of dollars to run for president.
Yeah. Hey, all they do is sponsors.
Support
That's
is money, Bruce. Support is money.
Sponsors.
Yeah, well, not sponsors. With donations and fucking kickbacks and shit like that are all involved. So he's not, if he doesn't have that kind of support, he'll never get enough money to run. He's got to keep it on the road. You got to keep the fucking thing on the road. It's not about you as a person. I mean, I like Tulsi Gabbard because first of all, she was fucking hot. And secondly, because she had a head on her shoulders. She was a true moderate Democrat. I liked her.
She's one of the few Democrats that I do like.
Matter of fact, Biden picked the wrong fucking presidential candidate. If he'd have chosen Tulsi Gabbard, he'd be fucking shitting in tall cotton right now.
The way I feel about it is, God damn it, if Buttigieg can run for president, then so could Jim Jordan.
Yeah, but Buttigieg didn't get very far. Very far at all. And Buttigieg also had a lot of financial support from the gay community because he was gay. So you're still not thinking about it. You have to be that person that people is going to give you money.
Yeah,
you gotta get money
to the people. You got to get the money. Buttigieg ran out of money halfway through.
Right, and he dropped out of the race.
They dropped out of the race.
Didn't have money left.
He didn't have any money. He spent all his money.
Nobody would back him. He was losing, and nobody would back him. They stopped backing him. So that's what
nobody's gonna see. Here's what the thing is: nobody wants to back a politician with their the big people that's gonna go against them. Okay, and he might be one of the people that'll go against them, so he's not going to get the financial support.
He'll last. He'd last I give him 3 to 5 states. He'd last in the primary. In a primary, 3 to 5 maximum.
Now,
he'd be out of money.
I think it's going to be the next.
How about in years?
Who knows years? He's got to do something, though, dude. He's got to do something. He's got to make an impact. He's got to make an impact. He's got to do something.
Definitely.
And who's in the Democrat side? A good candidate is fucking AOC. Okay, that's what they want. People like that.
Yeah,
she get all the money.
They want a socialist. Yeah.
Is DeSantis going to run? Is he going to run? Because I'm DeSantis.
Yeah, he's probably going to.
He hasn't said a word. He said, "I've got to worry about my next election here in the state because he's going up next year."
But they don't have anybody to go up against him as a Democrat.
Right. They don't want to waste the money. They said.
Yeah, they don't want to spend the money. It's all about the fucking dinero, man. It's all about the money. And he can take that money. Okay, Bruce, check this out. He's going to raise millions of dollars to get reelected. DeSantis. Okay?
Oh.
He's going to get all of this money to rerun for governor. Well, he's not going to have anybody worth a damn running against him, so he's going to win in a landslide.
Right.
So instead of spending $2,000 a vote, he's going to spend 50 cents a vote.
Right.
All that money goes right into his coffers.
The
So
war
2024 is war chest. Then 2024, he's going to walk in there with 25, 40 million dollars in his fucking war chest, ready to go. And that doesn't count the new people that are going to send him money. And once he gets on a roll, ain't nobody going to fucking stop him.
All
It's about the
money.
fucking money.
Yeah.
It's all about the money. And Jim Jordan couldn't raise that kind of fucking money. He's a congressman from a small chunk of South Carolina. Isn't it South Carolina he's from?
I can't even remember. And
Georgia?
Donald Trump paid for a lot of his own election, or his own campaign, because so, in other words, and Mike Bloomfield or Bloomfield, whatever his name is, paid for his own campaign to Bloomberg.
Yeah,
Paid for his own campaign too. It's expensive. If you're a billionaire, you can be the president.
You got to hire all these fucking people. You got to hire fucking staff. You got to fucking hire buses. You got to hire planes.
I think we needed a businessman. That's why I really like Trump. He was a self-made millionaire. You know,
he wasn't self-made, but he's a millionaire.
He's a millionaire. He's a billionaire, really.
He started. Listen, he started off with $10 million. With $10 million, he started off with.
Well, for what I understand is that he was rich in the beginning, and then he went bankrupt, and then he came back again, and then he went bankrupt.
But he never went bankrupt where he lost his money. Look at it.
Right.
He went bankrupt not to lose his money.
You're not letting me finish. He came back again. So this means that he's got some kind of, business sense.
He does have business savvy, but he never lost any of his money. The only time he lost money is when he became the president.
Yeah.
Well, he really doesn't have that. It's all in assets and shit mostly. He's
worth about $5 or $6 billion. That's what he's worth.
Yeah. See,
it's all in property. It's in property. It's in bonds. It's in stocks. It's in all kinds of crazy.
He's
shit.
Not anywhere near the richest people in the world. He's not.
No, he's not even in the top 10.
But he took $10 million that his father gave him and built it into $6 billion. So he is a good businessman.
The Apprentice show. The guy was fucking a genius,
Well, yeah. He didn't put up with any bullshit. You're fired.
I fucked a genius one time.
Huh?
You said he was a fucking genius. I said, I fucked a genius one time.
You did?
Yeah, myself.
You fucked a genius yourself before.
He doesn't listen to me. I said, I have fucked a genius before. And then I said, yeah, myself.
How'd you fuck
myself?
You can fuck yourself. Just stick something. You can stick this up your ass if you want. Anything.
Oh, so you've done that with what is it called?
Not with his pipe. Not with his pipe.
That would taste like shit when I was done.
Frozen banana?
No, I have a hot ass. It would melt that shit too quick.
Yeah, actually, he's more of a toilet paper roll and hamster kind.
Yeah.
Armageddon.
Yeah. I got the oh my god, the fleshlight.
The flashlight? Nice.
No, the fleshlight.
The flashlight?
Yes. It looks like a flashlight, but it's got lips at the end, and you just
Oh yeah, one of those. Yeah.
I
They look entertaining.
Go from presidential shit talk to pulling toilet paper out your A9er slowly so that it tickles.
Yeah. Sometimes if you put the string from the ceiling fan in there, that feels good too. The beaded chain. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
You're
nice.
pulling the toilet paper out
like a cat with tinsel in their ass.
You put a whole wad up in there, and then you grab the tail end out.
Right.
Guys are fucking nuts.
Yeah, but that's the that shit you got to lie about. I mean, you can't bring that shit out in the open. I mean, I know you've done that kind of stuff, but you don't have to.
I'm not into it.
I don't know. I would lie too, and I'm not saying that if I was running for president and they said, "Oh, have you ever did cocaine?" No. I probably would lie, but I'm still a liar. I'm still a liar, no matter if it was still a lie to save
Well,
Me.
there's different levels of lying,
There
and
is.
Yeah, they're different colors. You see,
There
you got
is,
the
but
white lie, and then you got the yellow lie, and then you got the green lie, the blue lie. The blue lie is about fucking around on the old lady. Okay, and then you got the gray lie, which
I've
is
used that
about
one.
covering up money, and then the black lie, which is I killed somebody, but I'm not going to tell you I did it. I didn't do it.
Because Black Lives
And
Matter.
I didn't even touch that girl. I didn't have nothing to do with that.
see,
Yeah.
well,
That's the same thing. Lying to
I've
get
heard
yourself out of trouble is lying. It's not
Yeah.
a white lie. It's not a white lie. If your wife sees a cum stain on the bed and you jerked off, you should tell her, I just beat off. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
There should
No,
be
don't
no
say you're
reason not
sorry.
to.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no, I
Or
shouldn't have
whatever.
to beat off, but
Yeah.
I did. I shouldn't have to jerk off, but I did.
But if she sees a cum stain and there was another woman there and you say, I beat off, that's
Now,
why it's there.
what would be
You
different?
lie.
She finds a pair of underwear in the laundry that aren't hers.
How can you lie unless it's really not
You
yours?
can't get out of that one, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
You can,
that,
especially if they're
that's
Crocs
from
and
the neighbor-
panties. I
that's
mean,
from the
come
neighbor
on.
that left- hey, that's from the neighbor that left it in the dryer. And I
Then
just
No,
she
that's what you
goes.
say.
Then she
That's what you
goes and
say.
she takes that underwear and she gets one of those 1, 2, 3 samples to find out what things are. And she fucking and you got the DNA and shit, and you put it in, and you send it off, and they send it back. It's your old man's DNA. Says, yeah, okay.
All I would say
That's
is,
his panties.
honey,
Either you're
I,
a fucking
uh,
cross-dresser or you've been fucking somebody in my bed.
I would definitely go the cross-dresser route, or I would say, dude, I bought you these as a gift, and then I fucking spilt my coffee on them, so I had to wash them, and I didn't know that you found them. My bad. I'm sorry.
That's a good lie.
Right
That's
out, yeah. That's it. You're done. Or you tell the truth.
what kind of level of lie would that be?
That would be a blue lie.
Yeah.
That would be a blue lie. That's
Let's
within
have
the realm of a blue.
Let's have 3 levels. I don't want to have 6 levels. Let's
No,
have
there's
3.
different levels. I mean,
There
you
is.
got a
You
green
can't
lie.
think up. You
You got
got the
the
lie
green
that you
lie
can't
where-
floss.
The green lie is where you took out money out of the account, out of the
Yeah.
bank account, and she goes, "Did you take $20 out of the bank?" No, babe, I didn't. Didn't you? Did you? And then you
Damn,
get her to believe that she did it. That's a green lie.
I've used
That's a
about
green lie.
10 billion
Oh,
green
because
lies.
money's green and the
Money's-
yellow
The
is
ye-
sex.
No, I
No,
didn't piss on her.
No, the yellow lie is you were supposed to stop by the drugstore and pick those meds up. Yeah, but honey, the traffic was so bad, and actually, you drove right by the drugstore. That's a yellow lie. That's a yellow lie. Okay, or maybe that's a white lie.
Yeah.
That's a
They
little
weren't.
white lie.
They went there, but
Yeah,
they weren't
it's
ready.
more
I have
like
to
a
go
white
back.
lie. Yeah, yeah. Yellow lie is something else where, oh yeah, I'm fixed,
Yeah.
and you're
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I can't get
Right.
pregnant.
Okay.
Don't worry, I
I
can't
haven't
get
seen
pregnant.
Trump lie.
That's a yellow lie.
Trump never lied or gone over number 2 level lie that
We don't know. We don't know that.
I know of. That's what
Right.
you didn't let me finish, that I know of, that he's ever done and been reported. I mean,
Sure. But it doesn't mean it's not. Trump's lied many times in his life. He's a businessman. You lie when you're a businessman. Oh, if we don't sign this deal today, I'm doing it with this other company, and there is no other company. But you fucking say that so that
Right.
they
right,
sign
right.
it. So yeah, he's quite accomplished in the lying department, and he could do it without any hesitation and out you knowing that he lied to
Just
you.
like he told NATO, if you all don't start paying your fair share, we're pulling out.
Right.
You knew damn well he wasn't going to pull out of fucking NATO. Even I knew that.
He did for a couple months.
But he threatened to. He threatened
Yeah.
to say, "I'm getting the fuck out of here."
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but they
You
all
don't
said,
pay your fucking share, motherfucker. And he probably told a couple of white lies to Kim Jong-un.
Now, the only time that a lie is good, here is when it saves somebody else's life or saves somebody else's whatever well-being.
Freedom.
Okay, right.
Freedom.
That's
I haven't
different.
seen him in 6 months.
Right.
You saw him
Yeah.
yesterday.
No,
You
that's
know?
fucking that's federally criminal.
That's criminal.
That's not
isn't
the
it?
same thing. That's not the same thing. What I'm saying is, like
That's a big lie. That's a black lie. That's a
yeah,
black lie. No, I
like
haven't seen him in like 6 months, dude. When in all actuality, Ed did when
yeah.
people
Let's have 2 levels then. We can cut this down to 2 levels.
2 levels.
Good lie and a bad lie. I mean, there's criminal and
I
there's
don't think
just
there's any
nothing.
good lies. Okay, then, but all right. If a good lie, okay, here's a good lie. Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus. It keeps the kids' hope up, whatever. Okay,
Right.
that's
That's
a
a
good
low level lie.
lie.
That's
Okay, but
one.
there's nothing else after that.
Wait a minute. There's criminal lies. Now,
No,
no,
like I said, there's several levels. I'm sorry. I'm not going
So
to go
you
with
got to
this
put
good, bad lie,
in
good
your
lie,
method.
bad lie.
Now
They-
listen to him. Listen, in his method, okay, Santa Claus is a good lie. Where are you cheating on your wife? Where's that fall?
that's in the number one on account of because it's not criminal.
That's not a good lie. That's not a good lie. Your two system thing is like Republican. It's like Republican and Democrat, your two system there. There you go. You got this way or this way. It's either good or bad. And that's bad.
No.
It's
No.
bad.
You can't go to jail for cheating
Yes,
on the
you
old
can.
lady.
In some states you can.
In some states you can.
Yeah.
Not here.
Especially if you did it with a minor. If you do it with a fucking minor, you're going to prison.
It
You always
happens.
say you weren't doing the babysitter. Oh, that's
You
right.
say-
Joe Biden got away with that, didn't he? He married his babysitter.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. He did. Jill. Yeah.
If you say you didn't do that, that'd be a black lie because it's criminal. Now, anything that's not criminal is in the number one, and then there's a number two is the criminal lie. Now, never did a fucking criminal lie that I know of. He might have, and but
There's
there's
not
no.
two levels of lie. I'm sorry. There's not.
There's
Now,
several
Biden-
levels, man.
Biden has told criminal lies. Biden has done quid pro quo. He's done pedophilia shit, man.
Okay, and he's lied about it all. He lies about everything. But the point of it is there can't be two levels of lies because cheating on your wife and lying about it is a bad thing. Criminal or not, it's a bad thing, and that's not a good lie. That's a bad lie.
Yeah. You should be
it's
honest
only-
with your wife and say, yeah, I fucking got laid the other night.
Your wife is a swinger, then it's okay. So
Then not everybody's wife is a swinger. Okay.
Yeah.
And if you're a
Not-
swinger, why would you lie about it?
Yeah. Why would you lie? You would actually have her there to watch you do it.
like what she don't know, don't hurt her. See, but
Well, that's a difference. There's a difference now.
Right.
Now you've hit the difference. Now the difference is not telling her at all, and she doesn't find out, and you keep it secret till you go to the grave.
Right.
That's one thing. That's not a lie.
Right.
That's not a lie. But if she
No.
comes out and she asks you, "Did you boink so and so?" and you said, "No, babe, I don't know what you're talking about." Well, I got pictures. Now, what kind of lie is that? That's a clock lie. That's
so, as far as I am concerned, that anything sexual act is not criminal unless it's fucking forceful, and if it's consensual, it's not forceful. And I think it's safe to do whether you got a life partner or a fucking a harem of women. I think that every man should be treated with respect in that respect. So,
And what reason why he will never be president or in any position of power at all.
This shit is all being recorded, man.
Yeah,
If he
yeah.
ever ran for office, they'd be, well, what about this, Mr. Kohler? What about this, Mr. Kohler? What about this, Mr. Kohler? What about this knee scab? What about this? Yeah. We know what's going on.
Yeah.
We know what the fuck is going on.
Listen. It's not about. It's about
stupid.
human decency. It's about
so there's
human decency.
in my book, there's only 2 levels. It's the lion is a criminal, a liar, or
That's because you write your own rules to benefit your own mind
Your
and
mind.
your own situation. That's not
Yeah.
what you do in this world. You have to look at
Well,
everybody.
that's exactly what you do. Everybody does it. Religion, They
No,
just
no.
adjust it whatever way they want to.
That's why they're not shouldn't be in charge of the United States or anything. You should not
Okay.
be. If you have no human decency for the general masses, you shouldn't be in charge of anything.
You know,
Well,
when the priest says, "Have you lied?" and you say, "Yes, I've lied. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned." You know, well, what was the lie? He's not going to ask you what the lie was. He's going to say, well, "It was a lie," and so
hell
it
to,
doesn't matter. You're going to do 20 Hail Marys
And because it's a sin, and
because
that's a
it's a
lie.
sin to
It's a
lie.
bad lie.
No matter how bad it is, or how good it is, or how harmless you think it is, a lie is a fucking lie.
yeah, but there's levels.
Well, you got quiet after that one.
There's more than two levels.
There's more than
That's
two
More than
levels.
two levels.
That's what I was saying. There's like 5 levels.
Because I will say, getting caught cheating on your wife and lying about it is bad, but it's not as bad as shooting somebody and saying you didn't do it and then get caught and going to jail. That's definitely
Or a rape.
different. Or rape. That's definitely different. But it's still can't be good and bad, because now you're putting the bad things like cheating in the good section, and that shouldn't be in the good section.
Well,
It's not a section. It's not good to lie. Either way. I mean, I'm not.
like I said, the priest isn't going to ask you what level lie it was. A
Yeah.
lie is a lie. It doesn't matter. So it's dishonest if you're not telling the truth about everything. So, like I said, if I went to my wife texted me and she said, "Todd, stop by the drugstore and pick up my medicine." I said, "Okay." So then I drive right by there and I go back to the house and I'm not thinking about it. And she goes, "Did you get my meds?" And fuck. Honey, traffic was just such a bitch. And it wasn't, because you drove right by the fucking drugstore.
I got
that's
that.
not a bad lie.
Now, I'm not saying that number one liar is a good lie and it's okay to do. I'm saying that it's in the number one category. It's not a criminal lie.
But it's still hurting somebody.
Yeah.
Sure.
If they find out
How can anything that hurts somebody be good?
All lies do in some way or another.
No, like the Easter Bunny and the Tooth Fairy. That's just
all fantasy.
Right.
That's to keep your kids' imagination alive.
Right.
That's what that
Did
is.
the goldfish die? You flushed it down the toilet. You tell a little lie. There's lies that spare people from being hurt.
Holy crap, did you see that play? I am so sorry, gentlemen.
Yeah.
I just saw one of the greatest fucking passes in the history of football.
Well, they will have a different kind of level for that kind of lie then, that a lie that's a good lie.
Right.
But you're saying there should be good lies and bad lies, and that's it.
Oh.
So you want to put all that together.
I'll put one more. I'll put one more in the middle, and it's the good lie. Well, not in the middle, but in the number one now.
Nobody got killed or murdered or whatever. Okay.
You know, you're trying to help somebody, like, no, he's still alive or something. Yeah. So, yeah, there's a good lie, and then there's the bad lie, and then there's the criminal lie. The real lie.
Dude, you tried to justify lying.
Exactly.
Is what you're doing. Do you know what that sounds like?
I'm not justifying it. I'm just putting it at levels of lying.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a good lie.
No. There's harmless lies.
A lie is a fucking lie.
Right.
You even said it yourself. A long time ago, you had kids, and I don't tell them there's a Santa Claus.
No, listen, I
disappointed on Christmas because I don't give gifts and shit. You were a real Scrooge. I remember this. And you didn't like it. And then my kid went to your kid and said, "What's Santa Claus bringing you this year?" And she goes, "Who's Santa Claus?" Yeah, your daughter did. I was standing right there.
So sometimes that honesty backfires. Okay. Being too honest sometimes
else is getting Christmas gifts on that special day, and your kids are getting fucking toothpicks and batteries.
That's right.
You
That's
know,
right.
oh, I don't tell my kids about the Easter bunny. My kids are going out having fun with their friends, going to the fucking Easter egg hunt and
You
shit.
know what my theory on that
Really
was?
believe that a rabbit lays eggs? No, a
You
rabbit
didn't have to
doesn't lay
spend money
fucking
then.
eggs. You
Well,
know?
that, but also,
Yeah.
also it teaches them that this world is a fantasy and it's nothing. Nothing is real, and it
No.
makes them start
No, that's
thinking.
how you break the news to them later.
Yeah,
That's how you
that's
break the news to them later. Look, you know,
you're
I
not
know you're going to
you're
take
not
this the wrong
raising
way.
people that are going into war. You're raising young impressionable minds that sometimes their life is really tough and they need that little fantasy.
Correct.
You know, yeah, that's why you don't have a relationship with them right now.
Well, he does. He does. That's not fair. That's not fair.
I'm
But
just
I
fucking-
mean, you know, I think that the kids, my kids grew up believing that stuff for a little while, and then they finally figured it out on their own, and they didn't take it as I lied to them. They took it as it was a childhood story, and they still, when they became teenagers, like to snuggle on the couch and watch a fucking Scrooge or the Grinch movie, or
Yeah.
you know,
My kids hated it when they
Scrooge.
found out because then they didn't get all the gifts anymore.
By the time they were 5 years old, we were done with all that. The
Yeah,
tree.
well, no, mine
and
went
Santa-
until they were about 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Scotty
know.
believed Santa Claus all the way up until he was 9.
Yeah.
I
I
think they
didn't
were
tell
like
him
four.
I had the
I,
gifts. He had no clue. He had no
And,
clue. I'd
and
hide
you
the
know
gifts.
what? I think it also gives them a better imagination. Okay,
Yeah.
because if you live your life
It
just
makes
by
the
the
time
strict
better
code,
for them.
it
Yeah.
is better. It is better. It's definitely better. And you can't let it go on forever. But the thing of it is like I work, and my wife will work 13, 14 jobs for Christmas through our life just to get them this Christmas. Why? Because their life sucks all year long. Let's give them 1 week where they can be happy and feel like kids again, you know,
Fantasy.
and that's why it's a fantasy. Yeah, your whole life is a fantasy. You
Yeah.
watch pornography, that's a fantasy.
That's a fantasy. Yeah.
That's a huge fantasy.
Imaginary
that-
lovers never let
That's
you
a
down.
huge fantasy.
that's really
90%.
happening.
It's
Don't
really
tell
happening.
me that's fantasy.
It's
That's
You're
really
never
fantasy.
going to get laid by that beautiful
It's
girl.
fantasy to you
You're
because
never
it
going to
ain't
get that.
happening. It ain't
You're
happening.
never. You're never going to get any of that.
I think,
Just
and I
fortunate
really
to
do
watch.
think it had nothing to do with you wanting to toughen your
I'm
kids.
just
It
fortunate
was
to watch the goddamn thing, and it really is happening. Santa Claus ain't really happening. Never has, never will. But Easter.
Santa Claus lives with Santa Claus. Mine was Santa Claus lives in all of us.
yeah.
Either he
He
lives
does.
in you or he doesn't. And apparently in you, he doesn't.
He doesn't.
He doesn't. Santa Claus is about giving, not
Nothing.
receiving.
It's about good
giving.
karma.
It's
Good
about
karma.
giving back to the family unit and telling the kids, hey, you know what? You might have had a fucked up year, but here you go, man. Here's that PlayStation any fucking way.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I appreciate
You know?
you. I love you. I work
care
hard
about
for
you.
this. Yep.
You
Yep.
know,
Absolutely.
and I want you to take good care of it. You know,
When you pray, do you pray to the baby Jesus or the bearded Jesus?
What does that matter?
No,
I don't pray to Jesus. I pray to God.
I
Why would
pray
I
to
pray
God.
to
I
Jesus?
don't pray to Jesus. Jesus just died for my sins.
I wouldn't pray to him. He's not the man. God's the man.
He's not the man. God's the man. See? See? You just never fucking know, dude. You never know. I'm fucking with you, dude. I'm fucking with you. Scab, I'm just fucking with you, man. Don't. But I'm telling the truth. You don't pray to Jesus. You pray in Jesus' name, but you don't pray to Jesus. You pray to God.
Thank you, Jesus, my baby Jesus.
No,
I think
it ain't like, thank you, Lord. Amen. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen. Or in the name of Mother Mary, amen.
Jesus and all that. Yeah, but baby Jesus or bearded Jesus?
I'm not a Christian, so my Jesus belief is
that's
not,
out the window.
Yeah.
It's out the window.
I don't believe in
I believe
that.
in a higher being. I believe in reincarnation. I believe as a human, not as an animal or anything strange or a plant. You come back as a human.
I believe that there might be a higher power, whatever. There is a higher power, I mean. But I think when you're dead, you're dead. Nothing happens. You don't go to fucking heaven. You don't go to hell. You don't. You'll go.
Get a fresh
You're
start.
just done. I don't even think that. I just
think
think
you get a fresh start. You start all over again. You got a new fucking body. You got a new soul.
And a lot of people do think that, and that's not out of the realm. That's how the Hindus believed. You know, the Hindus definitely believed in reincarnation, and you know, some like the Christians are totally against the reincarnation thing, but like the Hindus and some other religions believe in it. And I'm not saying it's not true. You know,
that's like everybody individually has their own thoughts and ideas about religion and that what you're talking about, you know, death and when you coming back and who's the higher Jimmy and you know that everybody's everybody's got their own horse to hide. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I if you don't believe in a higher power, God or whatever it is, because I don't call it God. I don't know what it is.
Oh,
you believe that we just became. You believe. Wait a minute. So you either believe that we just spontaneously combusted and became here, or we evolved from apes. Which one do you believe?
Neither.
Well, then how did we get here?
First biological life, think about it. First biological life on Earth was produced where?
The comets.
In water.
Comets.
In water. And so the fish swam in the ocean, and then they went up on the beach, and they had small legs, and they went on the beach. This is what I'm figuring out.
Right.
We did learned all this in 7th grade. There were we started from cells and everything, and I know that we evolved into humans and animals. Every different butterfly, every fucking bird.
There were so many different species of humanoids. There were so many different. It wasn't from an ape. It was from less developed humanoids. They did. That's a gentle way to put it. It wasn't the Encino Man. Trust me. They had long foreheads.
It wasn't
long foreheads. They had fucking protruding mouth.
Let there be people.
So you believe in evolution then? That's all I asked. You believe in the spontaneous combustion, evolution, or somebody created us?
No, it was evolution.
It was evolution.
Then who created the fish that were in the water?
That was created by rocks from other planets.
Yeah, if you drive
rocks from other planets turned into fish.
No, let me explain that.
As believable as Harry Potter.
Let me explain that. This is the way I learned it. We were hit by meteor storms all the fucking time, and those meteors were coming from broken up planets, and they had organisms in that, and they went into the fucking water, and they sat there for fucking hundreds of thousands of years, and as they developed, things changed. It didn't just happen over fucking night. I don't believe in the Big Bang Theory either. I believe that the fucking universe did start at one point, okay? But those points of light were felt in other areas of the universe, and they created new explosions and new fucking stars.
But who created the microisms that were on these other planets?
Oh, well, who created those? Biology.
Somebody had to create something. Everything didn't just appear.
No, it didn't just appear. It took years and years and millions of years.
From what though?
From a small microorganism that you can't even see but under
Where
a telescope.
Where did that small microorganism come from?
Where did that come from? I don't know, but it wasn't from God. That's what I'm saying.
You could trace it back as much as you want. Oh, it happened this way, and you could get some valid arguments on it.
You can only go back so far.
Right, you can only go back so far. So until you can go back to the beginning, which they're trying to do in CERN, you don't know.
I can tell you.
I'm not saying anybody's wrong.
Where they come from, Niscab? I'm going to give you the last word because we're getting ready to go.
It's all over the universe. Just so happens that this planet made it come alive. It's everywhere in the universe.
So where did the universe come from?
The universe came from a star exploding.
So that's the Big Bang Theory now. So you believe in the Big Bang Theory and evolution?
Have to.
Yeah.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
Well, they all go hand in hand. But we're going to remember this next week, folks, because that's the end of the show. We're down to the end. I got to say goodnight to everyone. Thank you for joining us. Those of you who are out there listening live, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the program tonight. We had some really interesting conversation. It was really cool. You want to remember to listen to kgfrocks.com. That's our mother station. That's our mothership, I should say. And kgfrocks.com is the best rock on the net, bar none. Check it out if you haven't had a chance to listen yet. Also, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube.
Yeah.
And where else, Guido? We got on everything.
We're
right?
on everywhere, but I just want to say KGF Rocks was created by us because everything is created by something.
Somebody. Mother of creation. Mother creation.
Asteroid
Very well
belt
done.
around the universe. The asteroid belt. That's what's
Asteroids
still.
were created by something.
Big
Next
Bang.
one. Next one. Somebody created asteroids. Next one.
Next one. Who created asteroids?
Or
No
who
one
created
did.
asteroids? Right.
And
Big Bang.
it's
Big Bang.
down now.
Big
It's
Bang
come-
started it
Big
all.
Bang. Where'd that star come from that did the Big Bang? Who created that star?
A black hole that kept
Who created that black hole?
the universe.
Who created the universe?
It doesn't need to be created. It's always been.
That's a stupid answer.
No, that's a good answer. No. All right. We gotta go. We're out of time. Thank you all for listening. Wow, we are gonna continue that next week. This is kgfrocks.com. I am Free Ride. That's Guido down there on the bottom, and that is Showdown over there on my left. Thank you all for tuning in today, and have a great week ahead. Thank you.
Bye-bye.